Hi, everybody. Welcome to another day. Yay! This is Dabbling John. I do have a special guest today. I did send him a link about an hour ago, I think. He's still on his show live. I've been in his chat for most of the afternoon, I think. just throwing stuff in there. I did miss like the first hour, I think. There's been no turkey soup today. So I called this one Gorilla Soup because it's not all about John today, because we got too caught up yesterday in the chat, which was pretty fun. But I don't mind it, actually. It was pretty good. It was nice. It's very good. Already had some people in the chat. 2 of our viewers from yesterday, which is awesome. I just thought I'd get a head start, just in case he wants to like link people over here. But oops, excuse me. I've been sitting here just chilling, just kind of decompressing after a day. Yeah, not much has really happened. Yesterday's show was pretty fun. Very exciting. I think it was mostly the chat that made it the best. I do have some stuff today, which is good because yeah, why not, right? That's what it's all about. So I don't know, like I did send Aussie Guy the link so he can jump in whenever he feels like it. He might want to take a breather before he jumps back into another stream. He's been on for a while. He was with Schmiel today, and then we're going over some stuff on there. I was going to cover some of the stuff that I had them in my things to play, but I just thought fuck it, because if they've been watching that, he doesn't have to retread and watch it again. But I did want to chuck on here because Melton's back. I was kind of hoping he wasn't, because I was going to be like, I'm breaking the news. He has fallen into like a massive food coma, and he will not be coming out anytime soon. Having too much fun. But he's back. He's back with a vengeance. Obviously, I haven't caught the episode because he was still going when I got home. I've been going since I was at work this morning, so that's fucking fantastic too. So it's another episode I haven't watched. Chuck that on the to watch later list with like 6 or 7 of his shows. It's fucking. I've got to scrub through all those shows to find what I want to watch, because I don't watch everything he covers. It's just, which is fine. I don't think he really cares too much if that's that happens to be what it is. I'm just gonna move this around a little bit. That's better. Yeah, it's better. Yeah. Hope everyone's doing well. We'll kill a little bit of time. Like I say, we'll see what kind of people we have today. Pat Dixon's on as we speak. So should be a good one. If we have to jump into some shit, we will. But I might. Let's get this started. So I'll share this one. So we'll watch some Chad. So apparently Chad has challenged Stuttering John to a boxing fight. I think that this was I'm pretty sure this was yesterday that I didn't get to. But I wanted to watch it and see what he was saying.
No, John. I thought you weren't going to be talking about me, John. I thought you were done talking about me. I'm not worth it. I'm a nobody. And yet I constantly see clips of you talking about me, John. John, I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to be in Cape Coral this Friday. I'm getting there early. Now, we all know what you did last time. When you said come to your house, I did. You called the police. So
That's a fact.
I won't be going to the police or your house because I don't want to deal with Cape Coral police. You're a reckless dude. You strike channels, call the police on people, you get gigs canceled. But John, I'm putting it out there, tough guy. Wherever. Name the spot. Name the spot. Where and when. I'm putting it out there. Somebody clip it. Because you're either not going to talk about me or you're going to talk about me, John. But I'm tired of you. I want you to go away. I don't care about you. No one does. But John, you think you're such a tough guy. Let's go. I'm in. I'll show you tough guy.
No. He's got
YouTube's
beady
terms
eyes
of
too.
service in a boxing ring.
Break your fucking face tonight.
That was disturbing. Every time I see that, it's so fucking disturbing. Look at him. Look how angry he was when he beat Tukey up. He beat a puppet up. That's all he can do is beat up a puppet.
But I'm putting it out there.
Violence against Tukeys are prohibited. Should be jailable.
Be in Cape Coral this Friday. I have a gig at 7:00. Good paying money gig, big paying money gig. And I'll meet you anywhere. I'm in your own backyard. Let's go. If you're going to keep talking shit about me and going along with shit and you and Kiki think you're getting, I'm sick. Let's go. Let's dance. I'm in, John. I'm in. But you won't because you're a pussy boy. And that's a fact. Put up or shut up. Why do you always make excuses?
I guess not much of a clip.
Well, he's working on a murder case.
Fuck's sake. Bit of Breaking Bad. Been seeing that a lot in my my YouTube. I've just been watching the clips and stuff on there, so I guess that's in my algorithm at this point. What else we got? This is the other one I had yesterday, so I'll share that too. Well, yeah, I mean, like yeah, I'm sure he's the early 50s. Like all these guys, I think they were even talking about it on Aussie Guy show. You know, all these 60-year-olds want to fight each other. Like, it's so fucking dumb. I'm sure we'll talk about it with Aussie Guy, but I've kind of got his stream down the bottom here on my phone, just checking up to see how far. Like, yeah, he can jump on whatever he wants. He might even bring people over here. Yay! Yeah, it's just so dumb. Like, think about your health or fucking fighting everyone. Stupid idiots. So this was the Josh Jenny stuff. I didn't watch this, but I'm assuming it's good.
Your boy didn't do too bad, did he?
Well, Shaft.
You can go over to patreon.com / the Big Uglies podcast. Go to thebiguglies.com. Josh Jenny says Carl is sleepwalking through this episode. Yeah, you seem a little snoozy.
Yeah, I think it's
Send Milk in the link last week. Yeah, I'm sure he can find the show. Send people the link. You guys are fucking weird with these pod wars or whatever.
Hey, listen, all I'm asking for is 30 grand. You want me to be
Oh, yeah. We gave Brennan our prices. Yours was 30. By the way, way to fucking do me. I said 50,000 instead of being a unified front. You underbid me at 30,000.
For me.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't know we're the same.
30,000. I've seen the I've seen the numbers on the show. 30K for these guys. Fuck off. No, thank you. What a ripoff. And Josh Jenny sounds like Melton too, so you can hear it in his voice. It just sounds exactly the same kind of like way of speaking. Fuck.
Booking now?
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's nice. So you show me respect by asking for less. I thought I was being underbid.
I said all I'm asking for is 30.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get your energy up to get that 30 grand. This was the audition. Josh Denny fan says,
Melton very clearly misses Josh.
The link means to have him on as. Oh yeah, no, we're not gonna have him on as a guest. Why would I have him on as a guest?
Who?
Patrick Melton, the host of Nobody Likes Onions. What? Everybody's like cheering for this weird fucking reunion between him and I. It's never going to happen. He's had what I say many times. He's had.
Does he have a McDonald's tramp stamp, but like above his dick?
No.
You guys like matched when you guys touch?
No. When we talk, what is this fight? No, so you read in the comments all this stuff where we were gay lovers together.
First of all, in the comments, because I have not seen any of that.
It's in all the Twitter. Yes, you have. Don't fucking lie, dude. It's all the Chad Zumach fucking idiot.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, it's all the Dabbleverse people. You know, the Kevin.
I'm reading this shit.
Oh,
He loves you and misses you.
Receipts.
This shit.
Yeah, Zumach is a retard.
Mm-hmm.
Zumach's dumb. They're all dumb. Kevin's dumb. It's just so. It's like I said. It's a guy with 100 viewers shitting on a guy with 98 viewers. It's like, who cares, man? We're all just trying to do shows, have fun, make a little money, whatever. You know, it's like this idea that a bunch of nobodies who've done nothing are talking about who's less of a nobody or who's done more of nothing or what. It's just it's so dumb.
I'm actually jealous of his beard. It's very like it's very neat. I wish mine was like that.
It's literally like a bunch of Koreans just standing around doing a dick measuring contest, you know, refusing blacks to enter the fucking competition. It's, you know, it's a bunch of people because of the size of the shafts. Yeah. It's just a bunch of people who've done nothing arguing over who's done more nothing. It's just dumb. It's so dumb.
Well, they can suck it easy.
So how is this fun it's fun? It ain't making money, toddler. But it's fun because we don't do it for money. If we did it for money, we would do all this dumb blood sport podcast shit that
I was watching the chat, an Aussie Guy show. we're getting the bump now, which is good. How you going, everybody? They just dropped in. It's been quite a day, and I think it's starting to climb. Fuck yeah! All right, we're watching Josh Denny and his buddy Carl Spitali. I think that's how you say his name.
Everybody else does.
They're shit talking with very little views.
Just whip people up in a friend. Ooh, did you see so-and-so was talking shit about so-and-so? I'm going to go into so-and-so's podcast and tell so-and-so about so-and-so talking shit about so-and-so so then they could rebuttal. You guys are broads, man. This is what women do.
All right.
Yeah, Josh Denny used to do NLO with Melton yonks ago. Yes, I saw you in there too. I'm glad he actually put the link up there for you guys to jump into. He's off now. Yay! I know, right? Like they both sound the same. Like they're very similar in how they talk. So similar. Yet Melton gets more views. I don't understand that. Like these guys are asking for 30K from KB to go on his show. I really think that they're just doing that because they know that they can't afford to pay them that. Why go on his show when they could do this pro show? Like, why not? Like,
bye.
Yeah, like that's nothing. I was fucking just. Blah. They wish they were doing all this, but they just think that they're high. Like all these guys think they're high above it. So it's like, come join us. Join us in the shit that this is. You might enjoy it. Really? A cooking show on Compound? Wow. Saying a lot about him than does Gino. I wonder what kind of cooking did they do? Was it just like basic shit or was it like really fancy stuff? Because that would be interesting. Because I guess you could say Keanu stole that idea from Josh Denny. That'd be controversial. I did see her at the end of the of Aussie Guy stream. That's very funny too. She's a fan. I think she's a good sport too. I think she deals with this stuff a lot more than like a lot better than Gino does. She's consistent. I'll give her that. You know, like we all shit on her. We give her, you know, give her little jabs and stuff. Well, I do every now and again. I don't really because I don't watch her stuff. So I see Gino pop up everywhere. It's fucking annoying. You can't even let her talk without butting in. Oh, a sandwich, mate. Okay, well, fuck, I could do one of those. Like here's a ham and cheese toast with tomato, bit of sauce, a bit of lettuce, you know, whatever you want. I could do that. Just do that on repeat. Just make some basic stuff. That'll get all the views. Cooking shows get all the views, right? I could get those Josh Denny views. Yeah, I think everyone would tune out for that. Man, I thought that was a lot longer. Anyways, but he didn't really say much though in that about that. So I was watching this clip here. Aussie Guy had it on his show before. He beat me to it, motherfucker. That's all right. It's all good. When you're curious, you just want to know these things. You just want to jump in and fucking have a look. So this is from today. So Melton's back. He's on fire. This is about Karmic and the super tip fiasco.
So I think everybody should go over there to Karmic's channel and just report it. Report it. Find anything he says it's remotely threatening or anytime he insults anybody, report him for harassment and bullying and help him just like lose his channel. Just get it gone. This guy doesn't deserve a channel. He doesn't deserve money. And he doesn't deserve happiness. So I won't rest until everybody reports him. And that's why this Friday we're going to be turning off Karmic super tips. Because if he's doing stuff against the YouTube terms of service, and Haley brought that to our attention, sent me a bunch of timestamps.
Haley be stitching. She's guilty. She's snitching. That's why they call it. What does he call it? The parasocial parasite or something. He's fully blocked me on X. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think that, like, is he just sort of like embellishing a little bit here? I guess we'll find out on be Saturday my time. So find out on Saturday here.
Like, we're, as a new burgeoning company, we can't be responsible for letting like these bad actors bring down the system. So we're gonna like I already talked to the board members about it. Everybody's on board. We're disconnecting him on Friday so that he won't be able to get super tips anymore. Because enough's enough. You know, this guy's a serial harasser and he belongs in the box factory.
We got our special guest here. Is he ready? Yeah. Cool. All right. Jump on. Get ya. Hey man, how you doing?
Good. It's been a long
I
time.
actually caught most of your show. Yes, I know. That was a
that.
couple of weeks ago. With the Singlet Gang today.
Yeah, so it is quite well. I don't know how warm it is in Queensland, but
yeah, it's a bit warm.
How you doing, mate? What have you been up to so far? What have you been talking about?
I just wanted to jump ahead a little bit. Yes, fucking beat me to it, but it's all right. I figured I was just like, you saw it. You're like, I'm curious. I'm like, I can't fault you on that. I would have done it too. I was like, that bastard.
Well, you brought it up. If you never brought it up, I wouldn't have covered it. You could have saved it.
That's what I thought. I thought that later. I was like, fuck, I should have just left it and then waited for here.
But no, it's all good. It helped. I don't know how many people are here now, but I hope a few people came over from my show. And
yeah, I think you did bring a few over, which is good.
Hopefully it built some some interest in coming to check out what Melton was on about. Because we didn't dive too deep into it.
Well, the end of your show, I thought I was doing. Did that just go funny then?
Yeah, you did. I was worried if
it went funny on my end.
Yeah, it's always way more relaxing when it happens when you're a guest. When it happens when you're a host, you're like, fuck. But I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Like, oh no. No, I just watched the Josh Denny stuff from the other day. It was really non-event kind of shit.
Oh yeah,
him and that.
the Josh D talking about like Chad Zuma calling him gay and all that. Is that what you're
Oh
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah, it's
non-eventful.
it's funny how, like going that route. Hey, huge asshole. Thank you. It's the people that go that route. It just makes you question their feelings. You know what I mean? Like, I I only call obvious homophobes gay because I know it'll bother them. Like,
Mhm.
you call me gay or you like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, it doesn't mean anything to me. Like, whatever. And even if I was gay, like, yeah, I could be one of those, what do you call them? Those late in life homos where you have a wife and kids and then realize, nah, I really like dick, you know? So, like, whatever. Even if that's the case, good for me, you know?
Like he could be Elton John for all we know. That's what happened
yeah,
with him, right?
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I call myself the Aussie guy, you know? But no,
What else?
I think Chad does. Yeah, look, I don't even like shitting on Chad that much. It's not that big of a deal, but there's plenty of people that like to go that route with Chad, and I don't know if it's him just trying to get back at him or whatever. I don't know.
I think he's an easy target too because he kind of like he doesn't lean into anything. He kind of just he attacks. There's no comedic instinct in him. For someone that's been doing it for so long, you'd think that he would be like, all right, let's just roll with it. He just rather than I guess and it just attacks people. It never made any sense to me that
There's so many comedians in the Dabbleverse that are like that, which again, the Dabbleverse has just ruined my opinion of comedians because
Same.
the comedians that the Dabbleverse presents just it's weird. Like Kevin Brennan's very funny. I find Melton funny. Outside of that, like a lot of the other comedians, I just don't see them really providing too much humor. Like there's a lot of like getting upset about things and yelling at people, but not so many jokes, you know?
It's like what they do on here doesn't translate very well into being on stage and doing it as a performance.
Yeah. And look, you know, there is something to be said about being able to write a set and perform it on stage. Like, that's not an easy thing to do. So I get that, like, perhaps you're not necessarily that person all the time, but most of the comedians that I've seen over the years, you know, whether it be on podcasts or radio shows or whatever, they do tend to have this ability to just roll with the punches and have lines that they can do. And yeah, I don't know. The Dabbleverse does seem to affect a lot of people negatively, as it were, if you will.
Oh yeah, some Stash just said this. Lost my favorite comedians when Jim Jeffries was broken. But his stuff is very like not that. I don't find him funny either. Like he's just.
I think Jim Jeffries is great. Jim Jeffries is a storyteller. I like storytellers. Right, so Jim's not like a jokes guy. You know, like where it's like a 30-second bit or a minute bit. Like Jim's a like 15-minute story kind of guy, and there's loads of funny moments in those stories. Yeah, Jim's story about his friend with MS taking him to a prostitute. That's fucking amazing story. The egg bit where he fucking shoves a vibrating egg up his ass is a fucking amazing story. Like he's got some like 15-20-minute bits that are or like stories that are hilarious. But yeah, he has. I agree, Stash. He has gone woke, and it's not the same anymore.
I'm like how you are like with him. I'm with like that with Carl Barron. Like I think I've watched all his like DVDs over and over and over and over again. Like I'm going to see him this year actually. I think in halfway through the year. I'm keen for it.
I love Carl. Carl's that who would he compare to? Probably like a Stephen Wright, I think, would probably be the best comparison for Carl Barron. Would you agree?
Sort of, yeah.
Because
Stephen Wright's that real like monotone kind of guy, isn't he? Like that.
Yeah, kind of like dry and like really short, sharp jokes that you kind of don't see coming necessarily. Like one of my faves from Carl Barron is the Dad, Scott and I, sorry, me and Scott are going for a bike ride. And he goes, Scott and I are going. All right, you two bloody go then. Yeah, like, just simple little shit that nobody ever thinks about. Yeah. Now, Carl Barron's good. I've seen him live. Yeah, very funny. He's great. He's one of the great Aussie comedians for sure.
He's gotten way more relatable as I've gotten older too. I'm picking up on things that I, wouldn't have thought of 10, 15 years ago. I'm like, oh, now that's even funnier now because I get it.
Yeah. No,
but I don't get like.
Sorry, you go.
I don't get like that with Jim Jeffries though. I don't know. I just maybe.
Oh, have I lost you? I think I've lost you.
I don't know. It's just like some comedian stars. I'm like, Oh, really? Oh,
so I don't know if it's me or you. I don't know if it's me or you, but I seem to be not glitching at all. I don't know. Maybe the chat can let us know who's glitching.
Yeah, they usually know. I don't know. My internet's been pretty good, I think.
I mean, I just did nearly 4 hours without a glitch, so I'm going to assume it's not me. And I'm not hosting, so hosting draws a lot more out of your CPU, as it were, if you will.
Oh, it could be me then. Could be me.
I
think my streams have been going all right when I've been doing them on my own. So
yeah, so it's mine. It's definitely me. Josie in the chat, Jim's FX series was really good. I did like Legit. I think you're talking about. Is that the series Legit?
Oh, hang on.
Yes, Josie. LA Josie. Yeah, I liked Legit. I thought it was a good show. And yeah, they do kind of cover some of Jim's stand-up in that series. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good show.
Oh, Latanya says I froze for a sec. That's weird. Because I'm not seeing it on my end. That's weird. I'm not seeing it at all.
Tamara Ann, I know, by the way. Don't bring the chat up because we don't want to spoil the bit. I know Tamara Ann. I was playing along too. Right?
Maybe we should just let it play and then we'll talk about this then. We'll jump into it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll get talking about Australian comedians.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. I'm going to have to do a solo show, not even on my channel.
This guy doesn't deserve it. So aside from reporting his channel, Super Tips is out of there on Friday. And he can complain all he wants, but this decision's been made by all the shareholders. And we don't want somebody this toxic on our platform.
Okay. So what is, like, clearly it's like when he was saying once before how he was, I think I clipped it where he was like, yeah, I'm not actually married. Like all this other stuff was hilarious. I was like, I'm going to clip it because it's funny. It sounded legit from start to end. And he's like,
I agree.
Now I can't hear you. Oh, I was going to say, now I can't hear you. I can now.
Yeah, you've had a couple of glitches. That's right. It's gonna happen. Yeah, Melton's a tough one. Like, if you're first tuning into Melton, if it's your first time and you're taking it at face value, you can be fooled easily. And he's fooled a lot of dummies. You know, like the Ricks thing.
Oh yeah.
Rick, you know, like he fooled Joey C with Ricks. I think I don't know if Skarika was fooled by Addicted to Profits was fooled by Ricks, but one of the funniest things I've seen is when when Melton started going after Stuttering John and Stuttering John learned about Rick, and then he had Stuttering John had Joey C on, and he's like, John's talking about Rick, and Joey C's like, yeah, no, that's all bullshit, John. Like, he makes that up to like fuck with people. But like, there's some stuff that Melton sells really well, but I think once you've watched enough of Melton, you kind of get it. But yeah, I tend to, with Melton, I tend to like assume it's bullshit until something really factual comes out, I guess. But this one does feel legit.
I guess we'll find out, hey, by the end of the week.
Yeah. Well, again, as a member of Super Tip, by the way, you can still Super Tip me. I'm still trying.
Nobody's used mine yet, so.
Oh, you got Super Tip, do you? What's your Super Tip link?
It's on the bottom on the screen here.
Where?
Dabbler.
Oh, supertip.gg/OzDabbler.
I haven't sorted out my
voices?
Not yet. I'm gonna do some myself, but I haven't had time to do it. So.
Yeah, look, like I said, I was doing some voices for Get My Go the other night, and that never happened. But that was exhausting. That particular one. Shmuel Buckman was easy because Shmuel Buckman does solo shows, so it's just pull up a solo show and clip fucking 5-10 minutes out of it. And Shmuel's voice, yeah, pin it to the chat. Actually, Tamara Ann just said, pin your super tip link in the chat.
How do I do it in here?
Oh no, you got to go to your YouTube studio.
Oh, I'll go to YouTube. Okay.
Yeah. Or you could post it here in StreamYard, but you've got to go to YouTube Studio to pin it.
Oh, to actually pin it. Okay.
Yeah.
We won't worry about it today. I'll work it out. I just sort of got it there just so people can see it and be like, okay, so he has it, but I haven't fully sorted it out yet. So,
what kind of voices are you thinking about going with?
I don't know. I'm thinking of doing like a wrestling promo kind of like one, like a Hulk Hogan-y kind of thing. And what's the other one I had like a when I was on Shmuel's show, Granny and Took were 2K were they were sniping, and I think Granny called me a fat Mexican Australian. So I'm like, I might do a fake Mexican accent.
Yeah,
cool. It.
Just like I would suggest, like if you've got someone that can jump on, like on a StreamYard with you or whatever, where you can have a conversation with it. Like I would advise you do that. Some people like read stuff and the voice doesn't come out right. Like it does need to kind of be natural, like a natural voice. So yeah, if you're gonna do a voice, try and just have a conversation with someone, because just doing it on your own, like it won't sound natural. Yeah, that's all I'd suggest for that.
Well, that's a good tip. Yeah, I didn't think about that actually.
Oh, you paused again.
But I go and do it. That's probably another reason why I haven't done it yet either. I just want to do it properly. Otherwise, it's going to end up like Hunchosaurus with Karmic, but which is hilarious.
Yeah, you don't want to fight with Mersh over a fucking Mexican voice. That's for
no. Because he's your favorite at the moment, right?
Hey,
he's your favorite, isn't he, Mersh?
I mean, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I was on a stream with Pat. Pat invited me, and I said, "Yeah, Friday afternoon, I got some time. I'll jump on with you." And then, yeah, like I just felt like he was being disrespectful. Like you just come on a show and like take over and just start talking about your bullshit. That was it for me. I just felt in that time he was being disrespectful. Outside of that, I don't really care. Like it was just in that moment.
Because I caught a little bit of it and I was like, what are they doing? And then like Mersh started it. I could see that. I thought, because I think Pat was trying to like just sort of keep everything calm. He was pretty good with that, but yeah, I was a little bit confused because I don't really catch Pat's show very often. So
no, because he takes it down. I mean, he's a good one for us. Like Pat's a good one for us because he goes overnight. Like I watch Pat live, like driving home from work quite often because, yeah, he's going in the early hours of the morning in the US, and I've just finished work and I'll watch it. But like I even sort of like I was giving subtle hints to Mersh of like, I know what you're about to do. Don't do it. Like, don't do this to Pat. Like, Pat is friends with Anthony. He's worked with Anthony for years. He's going to Hackamania. Like, I understood that in the moment. And when Pat asked about Hackamania and why he wasn't going, I was like, well, I know where this is going. And so I was just trying to be like, don't do this, Mersh, without actually flat out saying it. And then he went ahead and did it. And I was like, oh, fuck this. Like I didn't set aside time in my Friday afternoon to have Mersh just come in and just steamroll over it. So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna call him out on it. That's all it was.
That's fair. I mean, like,
yeah,
I would have too. Like, if he had pissed me off like that, because I do that like in my real life as well. Like, I just don't like being walked all over. It's just,
yeah, it wasn't really even about me. Like, I didn't, as much as like I had two choices. I was like, I was sitting there going, you know what, I might fucking leave because fuck this, I'm not going to sit here and listen to Mersh. But then I was like, nah, Pat's not the guy to fucking yell at him for it, like Pat doesn't want to do this. But yeah, I was looking at honestly, I was looking at the chat, and the chat was just like kick Mersh, fuck Mersh, and I was like, fuck it, I'll go for it. You know, like that's all it was. I don't have beef with Mersh. I don't really care. I think he's done with the Dabbleverse because the Dabbleverse is done with him. So
Yeah,
whatever.
I think so too, because I haven't seen him on anybody's show. He's kind of just gone off on his own again, which I was expecting it. I didn't think he was going to be here long either.
Well, yeah, he says like we just cover something and then we just move on. It's like, oh, people get sick of you. One of the two, like one of those two things happen. But yeah, like this beef with Ralph, like there was a tweet I saw the other day. I was actually going to cover it on the show, but then I decided, no, fuck it. Kiki and Gino and that are more interesting to me. But it was like, it just seemed like such fucking high school nonsense. You know, like he was like, oh, Ralph knows that Scarlett likes me more than him. And it's like, what are we doing? Like, are we children?
How old are we?
Yeah, like this is a porn star fucking with everyone, in my opinion. Like, yeah, she's fucked up. Like she's got her alcohol and drug issues, but I do think Scarlett leans into it a lot and is fucking with some people because she knows she can. She's a pretty blonde girl who people have watched her get fucked. You know, like I think she plays that up a fair bit.
She looks terrible on all these shows, like on Kevin's show when she was with John. It's awful. I just don't think I couldn't even watch the clips. I was like, no, sorry, I just can't do it. Like,
yeah, no, I mean, I can't. When someone is completely disconnected from the conversation, I'm not interested. You know, and yeah, like I've DM'd a little with Scarlett. She reached out. Well, no, I reached out to her and said, I can't remember what I said. Oh, it was something about AC/DC. That's right. She was on with Melton, and she said, "That's right." She said, "I love Bon Scott," and I just a tweet popped up, and I just DM'd her and said, "Hey, I respect anyone that appreciates Bon Scott because I don't think enough people do," you know. And then she reached out to me after that. She reached out to me after she saw my interview with Keanu, or you know, the one-on-one with the Aussie Guy with Keanu, and.
yes.
Yeah, so we've chatted a little bit, like, and not much, but yeah, like I just get the sense that she's not as out of it than that she portrays, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, she's kind of just playing
yeah, it's
it up.
hard to describe because there's definitely issues there. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I've seen enough to go. Yeah, I think it's not as bad as she shows on screen, if you know what I mean.
But like Matt Mead, like you can definitely see it with him though. Was like, I mean, I don't know what that situation is like for real. I mean, it definitely looks like something's happened there, but like how far, like what are the depths of it is what I wonder sometimes. I'm like,
That's what's interesting. And Matt Mead's a part of like how I'm judging this as well, because Matt's reaction to me says, yeah, I think she's made up some shit about Matt for sure. You know, like, and she'll say what's necessary to make Matt look bad, but also you can't change how Matt's reacted on shows. You're like, he's an angry dude that does have abusive tendencies, and she's exposed that. Now, is he as abusive as she suggested? I think probably not. But he's definitely shown signs of being abusive and having anger issues. And there's no doubt about that.
Well, he wants to fight Stuttering John now, which is funny too.
Yeah.
It's just like I want to see that. I want to see that fight rather than Stuttering John versus Tukey. Like fuck.
I mean, look, I'll take any fight that comes. I'm looking forward to Shmuel Buckman versus Kevin Brennan at this point, but apparently Kevin's backed out. But you know,
of course he has. What pussy.
How many fights have been proposed in the past 2 years in the Dabbleverse?
What, in the last 6 months, happened? Even.
Yeah, no,
but 6 months, like, it's fucked up.
You go back to like in 2023, it was obviously Steel Toe and Melton, and then it ramped up. Steel Toe versus Melton, Ricada, Carl, Tukey, and Moody. I think was the suggestion. We've had Stuttering John versus the World. I think he's challenged everyone to a fight. I think it's very, very funny that yeah, all these people want to go to fighting. Like again, people are supposed to be entertainers and comedians, Just challenge people to fights. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just like we can't use our words, let's use our fists instead. And like let's make all these stipulations that to a fight that's gonna go nowhere or not happen at all. I can just see like it not happening.
Pest says, let's go just see my expert. I'll go have a look at X Pest because you know I'm a fan of you. Great work on your clipping, by the way. You're doing a very good job. Did you tag me or is it? Oh yeah, the picture of Robbie Pest. Yeah, I put it on the stream. Pest.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I brought it up on screen just to see Robbie's reaction. Apparently not the first time that's been used on Robbie Pest. So yeah, he wasn't impressed, but mainly because it wasn't the first time. You might have got a better reaction if it was you the first person that done it, but apparently you weren't the first.
What's this one here? Oh, John's up to 22 people challenged. That's a very specific number of times.
I was gonna say, is that actually legit numbers? Because I'm impressed if that's legit. 22 people challenged 115 times in 18. I believe that they're legit numbers. Let's see if we can rattle off the 22. Hang on, all right. So we got Shuley, obviously.
Yep.
Shuley, Carl. Kumia. Kumia's got to be one, right?
Yep.
Melton. Definitely Melton. He went to Melton's house. Kevin Brennan.
Oh, TSN kept track, apparently.
Oh, okay. So that's... All right. So what are we up to? We're up to 5. Shuley, Carl, Kumia, Melton, KB. That's 5. Tukey. Did Tukey, Rocco, El Horrible count as 3 different, or are they all one? That'd be the question.
I mean, that's a technicality if that's...
Who else? I'm trying to think of some of the others. I mean, there are some no-names on Twitter. Like, he was challenging people to fights back in 2017 on Twitter before the Doubleverse existed. It's wild.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened since then. Yeah, me either. Fuck that. What a waste of time.
I appreciate my brain too much. You know, I'll abuse it with alcohol and drugs. It's not fucking punches.
Fuck that.
I don't get any pleasure out of the punches.
Oh yeah, the rest are probably chatters. Yeah, that's also I could see that as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's Stuttering John spent 20 minutes challenging Matt Lee in 3 weeks trying to back out. That's good.
But that's vintage John though. Like he'll always find a way to back out, and I think he's trying to back out of this Tukey thing too, because Melton's like put his hand up to sort it out.
Yeah, I mean that was at the end of the day, Melton putting up the money and all that. It's just a thing of making him come up with some reason why he can't do it. And of course, like you could see it coming from a mile away that John was going to say, no, I'm not going to give you guys any promotion. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. You know, you'd rather pay $500 to beat a guy up than make $7.5 grand beating him up. Yeah, that makes sense.
And wasn't the stipulation too, if John agreed to it and then backed out, that he'd have to pay 100,000?
Yeah, so the first one was 10,000 total. Winner gets 7.5, loser gets 2.5, right? So if he shows up and fights, it's 2.5 grand he makes, right? Which is still better than paying $500 to get beat up. The next one was 100 grand if he knocked Rocco out in the first round, and then it would drop by 20 grand for every round the fight went.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. Which the fight wouldn't go more than 1 round. I'm sorry. There's
no.
Again, none of this would ever happen ever. I think Patrick Melton would be in some serious legal issues if Stuttering John died in the ring. You know, like it would never happen. But neither of those two human beings could handle more than 1 round of legitimate fighting. Like it's not how it works. You know, like
everybody's
being
old.
in a real fight. Sorry, go.
It's because everyone's old. That's why. It's like they'll die out there if they start anything.
Yeah.
The Doubleverse nursing home.
The amount your heart starts racing just when someone threatens, like in real life, you're face to face with someone that wants to fight you. The amount your heart starts racing, nah, no chance.
Latanya Vegas wants to take on Ava in the undercard.
Okay, that's nice. I like it.
But yeah, no boxing gym would let that happen. Yeah, because don't you
Not
guys
a
don't they
chance.
need like licensing and stuff for that to happen?
Well, I think you can do exhibitions, but even so, like there's still serious legal ramifications if someone dies while or has a serious medical issue. There's gonna be like, and you think John's not gonna sue Patrick Melton if something goes wrong? Like, come on.
I think that's what that's what he wants, though, more than anything, is to sue somebody again. That he might actually win.
Fuck, looks like my vape is running out. Supertip.gg/USOA, still $60 away.
Oh shit. Yeah. The vape fund.
Yeah, the vape fund.
So you might get that on Sunday night if you do it. You might be able to.
I can't wait till Sunday night to get a new vape, dude.
Fuck.
Oh, hello. Hang on a minute. Sorry. Bacon Bits 664. I don't. Sorry. I hang on. Refresh. Check again. He said, "I'm checking. There's nothing there. Bacon Bits. Are you fucking with me? There's no super tip there. How dare you?"
Stash says, "I want to see old age, just to see nursing home gaming centers with EDM techno blaring."
Make sure it's $60 Bacon Bits. That's what I need to get my vape. No, I'm kidding.
I get what this means, but it doesn't. It looks.
Oh, so you got to
it's
go
not
to your
really.
super tip. You got to go to your super tip. Apparently, he super tipped you.
Did he? Oh,
Yeah, that's what Bacon Bits is saying. Yeah.
Oh,
Go to your super tip.
Yeah.
He's saying he super tipped you.
okay. I'll have a look.
You got no way of playing it though, do you?
I haven't quite worked out. I will. It doesn't play audio, but I can do.
Text tips for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I worked it out with OBS, but I have to kind of share that on here. I worked out like a workaround.
Yeah, you just use the OBS for months. So I've got a laptop over here, which were what I used to stream from, and I set up OBS on that. So how it used to be, it would just be on my camera here, right? But then I got a new computer. I still run SuperTip through the laptop, but I just make that the background of my show.
Okay.
So yeah, if a SuperTip comes in, it's just at the bottom of the screen, but all the other cameras overlay it.
Okay.
So if it's a large SuperTip or whatever, and you've got like 4 people on show, you've got to remove people from stage to show it. But yeah, that's the way to make it look like it's a super chat is having a second camera. But yeah, if you log into StreamYard with the OBS virtual camera, you can play it on your screen, like just you.
Yeah, I had it. I was mucking around with it the other night. Sorry, pro show, guys. Pro show.
USOA Bacon Bits. I'm not going to turn down money. Supertip.gg/USOA. In fact, and I could log into this through my laptop and play it, to be totally honest. If I do get a super tip, you'd have to add it to stage, but that's fine.
I would do, yeah.
If I get one, I'll do that. All right.
Okay.
Hello, Reverend Rage. The great Reverend Rage is here. He's just listening at work.
He was on here last night, or yesterday, talking. It was a very interesting conversation we had about Stuttering John.
I was listening. I was doing some welding at work yesterday afternoon. I was listening, but I had to put it on the speaker because when you got the welding mask on, you can't have the headphones on. So I put it on a speaker. So I couldn't always hear when I was welding. So I didn't. Don't apologize for derailing if money comes along with it, Bacon Bits. That's
this is how I got it up on here, but I got it to do the overlay. It was pretty good. Play. There we go. I did have it better because I could make it so it was like sort of like the full screen. But yes, thank you for the $3. Let's get this bitch going.
So I see over on the side here, like on the right hand side of it, I can't actually read at the moment, but one of them would say start virtual camera.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. If you do that and then make that your, so what you have to do is add the camera that you're using on StreamYard right now.
Mhm.
You've got to add that to OBS. And then if you start virtual camera on StreamYard, you can use OBS virtual camera as your camera. So you'll still look like you are now, but when you play a super tip, that blue thing will come up on your screen, on your camera.
Oh, okay. Because I was mucking around with the overlay thing the other night. I swear I had it properly because I could do this full screen and be like, oh, look at it right there in the middle. I'll have to work it out and I'll make sure that I remember how to do it because I even Googled it. So,
and then there's also, you know, obviously Shmuel and Pat Dixon and stuff use EVMux, which they incorporate it. EVMux, you can do it much easier. I just don't like EVMux personally.
no,
StreamYard's
I
a
don't
lot
like
easier.
it either.
But, and yeah, once look, to be fair, I got help from Moody, you know, to set mine up. I'm not gonna lie, you know, Moody was very helpful to me to get mine set up. But then once it was set up, and fucking Moody sold me the Mac as well. When I got the Mac, I realized I could actually do it with multiple cameras and actually make it a full screen thing. So, yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of tech, but once you've got it sorted, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to run through it.
Because I got the overlay thing working, but then, yeah, I'll have to get, because I had it up in here like, I think up like last week or something. I was just mucking around with it, and I was like, oh, I had this on the. I didn't really advertise and go, oh, I've got super tips. But that's nice, $3. I'll add that to the penny jar.
And if you don't have any voices, it's very easy. Like adding the audio to it, you've got to download a plug-in and all that shit to add to the situation. That's kind of the confusing part of it. Getting the visual on screen is really easy if you just use virtual camera. But yeah, the audio side of it when you're using voice tips, that's the part that's difficult. Oh, hello. We have a voice tip. All right, I'm gonna join. Hang on a sec. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna join from my laptop. I'm just gonna click on your link, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Who was that? Is that Bacon Bits? I won't give you a real name. If that was you, I won't give you the name that came up here. Hang on, I'm just about to enter studio. All right. I should be there now. The laptop. Yep. So if you add that to stage, and then I can play, because whoever sent the super tip has done a voice one. Oh no, it is Bacon Bits. Do you want me to keep your name quiet, Bacon Bits? Am I there backstage? The other camera?
Yeah, it is. I can see it.
Add it to.
Do you want me to add it on here? Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll play it. Ready?
Thought it would be funniest to use this one because Rochi doesn't like me. I'm a man of my word. Self-docs. Bacon Bit 6664.
There you go. Thank you very much, Bacon Bit 6664. So yeah, that's my I've just logged in from my laptop to your stream, and my laptop is using OBS virtual camera, and that's how it played. But that camera there is usually my full background. I just make that my background.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you can remove
then
that.
You just put yourself in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I just layer the other cameras on top of it.
And that's okay. Because I had the
thank you, Bacon Bits.
Yeah, thank you. So that was nice to see something pop up in my super tip.
Yeah, so fuck the Dabbleverse conversation. We're just doing a super tip tutorial here today.
Yeah.
Not that I know what the fuck I'm talking about, but yeah.
Because Melton, I watched that super tip guide thing a couple of times, and it's just like, oh yeah, StreamYard, oh yeah, too hard basket. And I was like, fuck off. I'm like, all right. So I was trying to work it out myself, and the the voice meter cable or the whatever they call it, the VC cable thingy.
Yeah,
Virtual
VC cable. Yeah, virtual cable. And there's another plug-in. Yeah. I do actually have, because I accidentally deleted it at one point. I was doing something else. And so Moody was nice enough to get on a StreamYard with me and talk me through it again. And I did actually record it. So I'll go back and look for that recording and I'll try and send it to you.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I can send you off air. I can send you my email address. It should be out. Hopefully, it's small enough to fit in that. You can just I'll have a look at it, and I'm probably missed a couple of things.
Dropbox it or Google Drive it or whatever.
Whichever.
But yeah, the ways that you can send us money, folks. That's what's important. That's why we do this.
It's like a griftathon.
Yeah.
Griftathons. Yay!
Oh, yeah, thank you, Bacon Bits. We're now $55 away from my vape goal.
Very appreciated. Is it better now that because I've taken off the tab that I was sharing the Chrome on, like the tabs and stuff. Has it made it a bit clearer now? Because it hasn't been spazzing out much now.
Yeah,
so it must be that. I think it's always that.
Yeah, I know. Like, you have it. Check out your you go to your task manager. You can go to like what's being used on your computer, and yeah, often like I know I had issues, and no, we don't, Tia Hank. It's summer, all right.
We're too tough for that shit. Fuck that. We do it in winter too.
And plus, who wouldn't be proud of these shoulders? Look at this shit. But yeah, like stuff like this virtual background, like on the old laptop, that would fucking drain it. Like I would have issues all the time. But the Mac has, I mean, I know it looks like shit right now because I'm not in the same. Normally on a Sunday morning when I'm down in the studio, it doesn't look as bad as this, but the lighting isn't great in here. But the Mac handles it a lot better. But yeah, stuff like the virtual background and other things just drains drains CPU, as it were, if you will, and it does cause glitching and Wi-Fi issues and all that.
What do you do? Technology's fucked sometimes.
Yeah, you just try and learn little things as you go along. You know, like I'm by no means an expert. I'm just giving you nothing information. I don't know how to tell you to fix it. I've just little things I've learned along the way.
Oh, that's so good. No, I appreciate it because when I was watching the super tip guide that Melton put together, I think he cut it up a little bit because there was bits and pieces there he was doing live. He's like, I'll just cut it up and just put it into a guide. He said it's easier to set it up on EVMux than it is to do through StreamYard because obviously you require OBS to overlay everything and all that. Because I'd probably just use OBS just to do the tips and not have myself in there and just sort of just share the window and just have it up there. Because I think I've worked out how to do the audio through that because I was fucking around with that a couple of weeks ago too. So we'll have to test it again at some point.
Yeah, well, like I say, for months, the first few months of me having Super Tip, I would just make myself full screen and play it because it would just be on my camera. And then when I got the new computer, I was like, I had an epiphany. I was like, oh, hang on. I could create some StreamYard layouts and just make that full screen. But yeah, I'm sure the chat's loving this.
Oh yeah, like this is a different thing to yesterday. I was just talking to the chat and I just like the idea of being able to interact with people now because I remember at the start I was like, oh, no one's watching. Yay. But then once I came back after my little break, because
what's happened? What's happened? Oh no.
We're back.
He's back.
That's so weird.
Right. Keep having these brief moments where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to take over here. And then I give you a second and you come back. So are you connected Wi-Fi or Ethernet? Oh, you going again?
What's going on? Wi-Fi. That's my problem. I know. I'm like, fuck.
Ideally Ethernet, but you know, again, it depends on like like I say, the laptop used to be connected via Ethernet, but it would still bog down if I was running too much shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Ethernet is generally ideal though. Oh, is the light spider on the roof? This is interesting. Welcome back to USOA, United States of Australia overtime. As I just
today.
decided to move it to a different channel.
He's hijacked my channel. Ah! That's fucked. It seems to work better when I'm here, but maybe because you're on here as well.
Yeah, it's
there's no way I
definitely
can
me.
host 4 people.
You've never had an issue without me, so it must be me. Yeah.
If I'm on your show, it's my fault. It's all right. I'll take the blame
Yeah,
for
that's
that.
You know, did you know Shmuel didn't have any audio or technical issues while on my show today or on Hughes' show?
Really? No, I actually.
I guarantee when he goes live on Thursday, he'll be fucking dead quiet. I tuned into his show yesterday. He did that. What was it? I guess it was a late Sunday night stream, and I didn't tune in live. I tuned in later, and then he started up, and immediately his audio was at like 25%. I was like, "Fucking hell, Shmuel!"
Oh, no.
And then what did he say? What did he say? I'm old. Yeah. So does that mean that turns your volume down because you're old? No. Every fucking show, Shmuel.
It's like a get out of jail free card kind of thing. It's like, oh, don't
Yeah.
pick on me. I'm old. I'm elderly.
It's crazy.
Oh man. What else? I mean, I was gonna share like the whatever things I had, but it's just it's gonna fuck up like this, so I just won't worry about it today.
Well, I mean, I could fuck off and you could get back to the show you were doing or whatever. Oh, he's paused
Hey, but
again.
that's because like I was just, oh no, oh.
No, you're right. You're back. Oh no, you're on again. Maybe
yeah,
I do
pausing.
need to. Hey, are you right?
I keep pausing. I can see it on my. Yeah, I'm here. I can see it on my phone. I'm like, I can see it like just pausing. It's like, fuck. Unless we can.
I mean, I could just continue the show I was doing over on my channel if you want. I'll just do that.
Bigger audience.
How many you got watching you now? Is this a record or what's going on?
No, I've had about 15. Like it fluctuates,
what have we got
obviously,
now?
but 13 I can see.
Only 13 of them came over. Disappointing.
Yeah,
I think there was at least 32 when I fucking finished.
They've all gone to Pat Dixon, probably.
Probably. Maybe I should go to Pat Dixon too. Fuck you.
Give me the link as well. No.
Hey, I haven't been on Pat's show since merch.
Oh, really? No invite?
Pat's man. No, but also I'd been on a lot, like previous to that. I'd been on a few times in a couple of weeks. But yeah. Now Pat's cool. I like chilling with Pat. I think we have a good chemistry, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
He's got a chill show. If I was ever going on there, I'd be like talking really quiet, be like, is this quiet enough for you? Like, is this good? Like, because I know you like to be really quiet on your show.
Do you know the weird part about, like, say Pat gets his song requests, right? And so he'll get a song request and then he'll pull up the music or whatever. You don't know this, you're just talking to him. And he'll pull up the music and then he'll just randomly start practicing it, like trying to play it. And you feel like you're being played off at the Oscars, you know what I mean? Like, so I'll be midpoint and he'll start playing the piano. I was like, does he want me to shut up? What was going on here? And now he's just trying to learn or practice the song that he's about to play. And but it throws you off. So
you're just waiting for them to drag you off the stage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, man. It's been a lovely little stream. Fuck ups everywhere. It's been great.
Well, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Me being here, you fuck it up. It just gives me content, doesn't it?
Oh no.
At least I was nice enough. Actually, you you kind of inspired, and I've only done 2 episodes of it, but one-on-one with the Aussie Guy. You were kind of the inspiration for it because Echo and I joined in the chat on that show where you were muted for 40 minutes.
Oh, that's fucked.
and
Yeah.
And yeah, I was watching. I was like, "Oh fuck!" I invited you on the show, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna goof on you to your face," you know. And that was it. Kind of one-on-one with the Aussie Guy kind of spawned out of that because I was like, "Well, that's no one's really doing that. Like we all shit on shows, but nobody actually gets the person on and says, "Hey, this is what I think sucks about your show," or whatever." And so the actual first episode was Panhandler, and Panhandler was great. Like he took it in great stride, and you know, he handled it really well. It was good fun. Second episode was Kiki, which was a different angle at it. You know what I mean? Like because we're kind of talking about why people don't like Kiki and all that. But yeah, it all kind of spawned from doing that show with you, where I got you to come on, where it wasn't one-on-one. I had Echo there and Robbie, but it just sort of got the idea in my head of like, oh, you should do this more often where you actually talk to the person that you're making fun of and make fun of them to their face and let them respond to what you've got to say, you know?
That's nice that I've inspired something for you. Like I didn't think I had that effect, but it's nice. It's nice to know that. You got content and more.
Yeah. I've got a whole new show idea. But again, it's not something I'm gonna do regularly. But yeah, I think in the Dabbleverse, like I think for the most part, most people are like they have a sense of humor about it. They can laugh at themselves, and if you see something that you think is worthy of ridicule, and that person is a good sport, give them the opportunity to, you know, laugh at himself and you know, respond to anything you got to say. So yeah, there's certainly that. And also I got you I got you on Schmiel Buckman, and I think that has certainly helped, like with having people in your chat now and everything. I think going on Schmiel show definitely helped that. So, you know, you can thank me for everything you've got going on right now. This is what I'm trying to say.
No, I appreciate it. I am pretty thankful for both of you, really. Like, you know, but I did learn a lot from your show from doing it. A few different things. I was just like, I think I was a bit heavy-handed in inviting myself on your show. I should have realized that maybe I was going to walk into like not an ambush, but like a roasting.
Yeah,
sure.
You're
like
going to
really,
get shit on. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, I kind of deserved it after that.
But that's fun, and you took it well. You know what I mean? Like you had a laugh, you had a good time with it. That's all you can ask of anyone, and that's, you know, you want to become a lolcow. The first way to do it is get upset by people goofing on you. You know, and if people aren't being nasty to you, just take it, have a laugh with it, give a comeback if you've got it, but otherwise, just, you know, John, Karmic, Steel Toe, all these people that get shit on by all different people, it's because they get angry and they lash out, and people love that. It's very funny when they lash out, not to them, but to us, it's very funny. So, you know, be able to laugh at yourself, you'd be fine in the Dabbleverse.
I said, but they don't.
No. Oh, have I lost you? Oh,
what
no,
was
you're
the other
moving.
thing
You're right.
I move. I kind of stopped a little bit. Like somebody in my chat the other day, I'd seen them pop up in there a couple of times.
I can't wait to hear the end of this story. This would be great.
And like a really like, oh, you missed the start of it. Oh, there was a chatter in my chat the other day. Chelino, I don't know if they've been in your chat before, but they're in mine. They're kind of been a bit disruptive, and we're kind of just, I was talking with the other chatters, and they just kept jumping in with just random things and going, well, you're not a real dabbler, you're a fake dabbler. But I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, just stop. Just stop. If you don't like it, just go. I was trying not to like get angry about it, but I was getting a bit frustrated too. So I'm like, nobody else in here is being a cunt. Like, why do you have to be like this for? No, that's the only time I've kind of gone off a little bit.
people seek out that kind of thing. Like they'll seek out a chat that's, you know, got a handful of people in it, because that's where you can be disruptive. Like I've talked about it a few times. When we first started United States of Australia, we'd be streaming to like 2 people that knew us, you know, or 4 people or whatever. And one day we were doing a stream. I think there was like 5 people watching us, and suddenly our numbers jumped to 12, and we were like, "The fuck?" And I was like, "Where did you people come from? Like, how did you find us?" You know, and someone had put the link in a Discord or whatever. And anyway, that particular show, like they were fun. They were fun people. They weren't in there to be cunts, you know, but like we completely, not that we had a particularly, majorly outlined show planned. This is before we really started doing Dabbleverse stuff. And we just started running with the stuff they were talking about in the chat. And one of the guys, Ross Dogg's Broken Spirit, who friggin' super tipped me on Sunday. Ross Dogg would come back week after week. As our numbers grew, Ross Dogg would always be there, and he'd always be bringing up topics that he wanted us to talk about. And there reached a point where I went, "Hey, Ross Dogg, we're doing a show now. Like, yes, you got us to change topics that one time, but that was that one time. Like, now I'm doing a show. I'm not going to divert away from what we're doing to address what you want to do." And, you know, like he comes and goes. And like I say, he was there on Sunday. And I like him. He's a good dude. But it's, I've seen him around, and I've heard other shows reference him, you know, with super chats or whatever. And yeah, I think there's certainly people out there that are like, whether it be they want to derail a show or they just want to make the show what they want it to be or whatever. And it's much harder to ignore when you've only got, 12 people, 20 people in your chat. It's very easy to ignore once your numbers get higher and higher, where it's like, oh, well, who gives a shit? I'm not even going to notice that person. So the best thing I can say is, if you want to address it. But otherwise, just let them. They'll punch themselves out. You know what I mean? Like, just let them go.
Because I just kept looking over there because I've been trying to do the thing of like just interact with the chat, when they bring stuff up and I'm talking and I pause and I'll talk and kind of get them involved in it as well. I don't know if there's, apart from super chatting and stuff that other people do, I haven't seen many people just kind of stop what they're doing to like address whatever's going on in the chat. Like, especially with chats like this where they kind of just chill and they're adding their things into their conversation. So, try and make it interactive.
I think we all want to. The chat's an important part of the show. Shout out Sam Bibley, Hoss. Sam Bibley's big for it, about like the chats, the lifeblood of the Dabbleverse, and they are. Like a lot of us, like we all love getting super chats and super tips, but it's also involving you. Like if someone comes up with something that really adds to the conversation, gives you, whether it be something really funny or something that's just information that's helpful to the conversation, you've got to go there. Like I don't think you can like dismiss like the chat just because you're only going to read fucking super chats or whatever. I love the interaction. It was nice today, like to end my show by myself. The chat was great. Like when you're by yourself, you want to lean on the chat for sure. Like definitely. Like it's when you're sitting there alone, just fucking talking to a screen, like you feel like you're going insane. So it's nice to have people that are interacting and actually listening, and you want to interact with those. So I'm not, I certainly think it's important, but when someone comes along just to fuck with you, it's easy just to ignore it or make a big deal about it. Like I do love if I spot a chat where someone is just shitting on us. It's like, let's do it. Let's address it. Oh, this person fucking loves our show, and bring it up. Give them their moment of attention, and then you move on from it.
Because I know I was getting hammered in the in Shmuel's chat by a few people, but I was kind of like, I think I said it to you in my little recap thing about it, and I was just like, no, there's just too many people in here. I can't look at that and try and focus on a conversation. Otherwise, I'm going to be drowning out one, focusing on the other. I just can't do it.
Dude, I think I may have told you the last time I spoke to you when I did that pop in. The last time I was on Dabbling Live, I used to be on Dabbling Live a lot a few years ago. But then, you know, he popped huge or not huge, but, you know, like pops huge Dabbleverse level. And it kind of just became, you know, him, Cardiff and OJ and all that. And so I did my first appearance on Dabbling Live in a long time. And I had the chat. I was getting wrecked by the chat. Completely destroyed by the chat. And I'm just looking over. I look over and the Aussie guy stinks. This guy sucks. Fucking do that. I was like, all right, I'll just click over to private chat because this isn't it's not gonna get anything good out of me. You're just looking at people shit on me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah, people are gonna hate you. You know, like I did Dabbleverse Live, and yeah, people just don't like me. That's gonna happen. They just don't like me, whether it's the accent, whether it's my fucking personality, whatever it is. They're just like, they're gonna shit on it. That's what you got to accept. You know, like people are gonna shit on you. If you read something and it feels valid to you, like it's a criticism you have of yourself, you take it on board and go, all right, I've got to work on that. People are pointing it out. If it's just, this guy sucks with nothing added to it, all right, I would dismiss that person. Who gives a shit? Good chat.
Yeah, I mean, like it's sorry, it keeps, I'm like, it's part and parcel of what this is anyway. So what this culture is about. And you definitely know if the chat really, really hates somebody. You can just see it. Like, it's just like when Chad jumps on MLC, it's just Chad sucks, Chad's shit. Like, it's just, and you know, KB makes bank off that. Like, like I think I said that to you too. It's like it's a good business decision for him to do that, to have him on, because he knows he's going to get something out of it. Like, whether it's just $5, $10, $20, look, or whatever, he's going to make something off of Chad. And it makes perfect sense, even though I'm like, why would you do that? Like, from my standpoint, I'm like, that's fucking crazy. But from Kevin's, it's just like, I can bank on it for sure. And if he doesn't, I can just not bring him back for a little while, maybe a couple of weeks, and then when it's fresh again, bring him back. We'll do another round. You know, it's just
Chad certainly brings in the good hate super chats. I think I don't know. I think I'm surprised he doesn't have Gino on more, because I think Gino gets some good hate super chats for Kevin. But yeah, maybe I don't see a lot of MLC because it's, I can never catch it live. Like, I think he's usually on 4 a.m. or something, my time, or 5 a.m. or whatever. And that's, you're just waking up, the kids are just waking up, all that bullshit. So yeah, I don't get to see a lot. There's a lot more clips of MLC these days. I enjoy Kevin. I think he's a funny guy, and he mails it in quite a lot these days. But hey, if people are willing to just throw money at you while you mail it in, like, go for your life. Like, I personally, I like to have pride in what I've done. Like, I like to think, no, I put work into that. I think that was a funny show, or that was a good show. That's how I like to feel. But I've done mail-in shows that, I mean, not even mail-in shows, but like slightly lazy shows that make more money than a show that I think I did a really good show. And I think that's one of the things, one of the problems Aaron Imholt has, is he relates money to quality. Like, people give more money when you do a quality show. That's not true at all. Like, some of the best shows I've done might have only made $5. Like, who gives a shit? Like, it was a good show. So yeah, like, you just, I like to just put in the work, try and do the best show I can. And if I'm happy with the show I did, I don't care how much money came out of it. It's not really what it's about. We love it. It's great to make money off it. And it would be great to make it, a living, but it's not a realistic thought at this point. But every bit of bonus, it helps. Just, you pay for your fucking StreamYard, you pay for, maybe you upgrade your mic, like, I upgraded my computer last year, all these different things, that money could just go towards that. And yeah, you just keep trying to get better and better and better. Kevin, he's been a comedian for how many years? 30, 40 years, whatever it is. He's
Probably
done
40.
TV. Yeah, he's done TV and all that. At this point, yeah, look, if that was me, if I was in my early 60s and I'd had a career in entertainment, and now it's just like I can fire up my laptop and get super chats every night, fuck it, yeah, I probably would mail it in.
Well, Karmic seems to think it's a bulletproof plan, even though, I mean, he does the same show every day, like just going in there, shit on his chat, shit on the people that, like, you know, in anyone in the Dabbleverse, surely everyone's a target every day. It's just on repeat. I don't know how he thinks it's going to be a career for him, because you got to evolve. Got to evolve with the times, otherwise it's like that whole saying of adapt or die. And I think he's very close to, you know, the whole thing falling apart on him, which, you know, people told him, doesn't learn. So,
yeah, I mean, shitting on your chat again, Kevin is kind of the only one that can do that, and that's because, like, he's built up a reputation, and it's kind of the bit, you know. But like, not many others can do that. Melton can kind of get away with it as well, but for the most part, when you start shitting on the chat, the people that are donating, what are you doing? You're just going to drive them away, and then you're going to be left with nothing. Karmic thinks he's somebody, which is the biggest mistake you can make. Like,
yeah.
you know, and look, we do, like, on a Sunday morning, like our numbers today were pretty garbage, but on a Sunday morning, we're getting pretty consistent, like into like 100, 150, you know, which is similar to Karmic territory. I'm fucking nobody. I'm nothing. That ain't big. You know, I don't think I'm fucking making waves. It's just keep chipping away. And I love all the people that join us and support us. Whereas Karmic thinks he's owed something. You're not owed anything. You never owed anything. Do
That's
the work, people
bit.
support it.
Yeah. Like, and people, like, I even think I might have made this, like, point on X as well. It's just like the people that are giving you money, these people work for that money. They don't sit here every single day begging and, you know, thinking that this is going to be the rest of your life. A lot of us have realistic expectations of what we think this is going to be. Like, for me personally, it's just something I've liked. I've always liked doing this kind of thing. I just haven't had the chance or the time to do it. So now I've been trying to think of a schedule to just jump in on, like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and even like a Sunday, maybe like a Sunday night early, just to kind of like build something up. You know, some days are good, some days are bad. You fucking know. Like, it just depends on, like, who's around, what I have to play and comment on. It just depends on the timing as well. It's a lot of factors, but I'd never ever go, well, I'm gonna quit my job and do this for a living, because I just couldn't. There's no way.
No, and you know, like, I think Carl's an example. Like, Carl started out as being a hobby and a side project, and then it built up enough to where he's like, okay, no, I can make this my career. And look, yeah, that'd be great if I could do that. It'd be awesome. I'd love to do this, 2 or 3 times a week for a living. But as it is currently, and like, I'm currently working on, like, trying to do stuff for members. Now, I really only have that one time slot a week, like today I had a day off work. So I was like, I'll do an extra stream. When the family went away for the weekend, I did ladies' night. Kaylee's here. Once over with Kaylee. Great to see you, Kaylee. She joined us on ladies' night. Like, that's an extra stream I can do when I got a chance. I'm trying to find time to free up extra time to do member stuff, because that's the only way you can know what sustainable income you have from it, right? So super chats, you might get $150 one show and you get $10 the next show. You can't bank on that I'm going to get this money every week. It depends on how those people feel. But if you can get yourself to where you've got, 1,000 people subscribing at however many dollars a month that want to see that content every month, that's how you know, all right, well, I know I've got this many subscribers. I can bank on that every month. And at the moment, for me, it's really hard to find an extra time to do members content. So it's like, keep doing what you're doing.
I think,
yeah, exactly. It has to be a labor of love. You have to love what you're doing. And I love doing the show. I fucking love it. But it's the only time I've got to do it. So for now, I'll do that once a week, and I'll do a member show where I can. And I think people that are members, like most of our members are gifted from Rover. All right. Rover gifts memberships pretty much every week from us. Right. So most of our members are just members because it was gifted to them. But the people that signed up and are recurring members every month, like I appreciate them signing up as like hey, here's a few bucks a month, like to support you. We're not asking for anything, and that's really, really nice. But it does make you feel bad where you're like, no, they are giving this money every month. I should be doing more for them. But yeah, I think most importantly, you just got to do what you enjoy doing, and hopefully fucking something comes of it.
So I don't know how Carl reviews like podcasts like every week in different like formations or whatever, but I'm like, how? Like to me, I'm not interested enough in that kind of thing to be like, right, I'm going to make that my thing that I do. For me, I fall out of interest of things a lot. And this is probably the only thing I've really been interested in it for such a long time. I don't know why I keep getting sucked back into it, even if I have like take a week off it. I'm back again. I'm still here somewhere, but it's just like, I've been trying to do this project for like, say, what are we? 13 years ago, I started coming up with all these ideas for a creative project, and I still haven't really done anything with it because of just the time, and I keep falling out of like, it's sort of like go in and out of it, and I just like, nah, I couldn't be fucked doing it, so I just do something else, and then I get distracted for a few weeks, and then I'm back at it again. It's hard to find something that you want to give people, and you want it to be valuable so that they don't feel ripped off. That's my whole thing of anything. You don't want people to be ripped off by something they're paying for.
Yeah, 100%. And like there's the confidence that I've got over the past year. Like you go back 12 months ago and look at my shows, and you look at them today, you can see how much my confidence has grown. And that's purely from more people watching and just giving you feedback and saying, enjoy the show, you guys are doing great, all that. Like you need that to know that you're on the right track, but then every time I think about, I want to try something different, you're like, but are they going to want to see that? Like they came to see this. And it's like, sometimes you just got to back yourself, and like what I did this afternoon, just before I came on here, where Robbie and Shmuel left the show and I did another, 45 minutes to an hour on my own. I would never have done that a year ago. I did not have the confidence to do that a year ago. But people now watching and they give you feedback, and it feels like they're enjoying it. So it makes you feel more confident to do it. And so yeah, like I feel more confident now into being able to branch out into other topics. So like I think people just enjoy us, and it's not necessarily like, sure, they love the content. They want to hear us make fun of Kiki or Steel Toe or whatever. Yeah, they're tuning in for that. But I think they also just enjoy us, and like whatever we're doing, they'll give us a chance, and it's just that, isn't it? Like you find your audience, trying to find your audience, and you find people that like you, and then hopefully it goes from there.
It's been fun watching it, like my thing evolve since probably more doing Shmuel's show than anything else, and then putting the link up on Twitter and seeing what happens there, and kind of seeing if it drives people over here. In the metrics, it definitely says that a lot of people come from there to watch it. There was an episode I did, I think it was last week, where it's gotten over like 500 views, and I think it was even like a feature at one point that day. And I was like, "Fuck, this must be like a luck of the draw for the day," because I don't think anything else has hit that since then. So it's been fun just watching everything sort of just like either go up or down, and seeing the audience sort of come and go. I noticed they're not as active on a Sunday as they were like yesterday and today. So it's been fun, like observing that.
Yeah, I found like we were doing, let's say 30, 40 live viewers, for example. And then across the week, we'd end up, whatever it is, 800 views or whatever, 600 views. And so when the show ended, we'd have a couple hundred views. And then across the week, people would check it out. And then you'd end up 800. And then the live viewers started to grow, but people watching over the week dropped. You know what I mean? So the numbers wouldn't grow as much over the week, but the numbers were a lot higher straight after we finished, like where it kind of became that people were like, no, I want to watch it live now. Like, yeah, I used to catch it on a Thursday. Now I want to watch it live on Sunday, and yeah, now I've even noticed that our numbers are ticking up during the week. So there's new people that are finding it and watching it later. And, it's good to keep an eye on that kind of stuff. But also it's important to not let yourself get bogged down. Like, oh, we're not growing enough. Like it's easy to lose confidence and, like lose motivation because, like we got 1,700 views last week. This week it'll be 2K. No, it doesn't mean that. You know what I mean? Like it just means that some new people have come along. Hold those people, maintain those people. Keep doing what you're doing. Chip away at it. Like we've had slow growth. Like I was lucky, thanks to Husey, I got that opportunity with Steel Toe, which got my name out there.
Oh, dude, that was funny.
It was a great opportunity, and like people, and I seized the moment, I guess. And that got us a boost. That gave our channel a boost. And since then, like you have moments, you grow for a bit and then you plateau and you got those same numbers for a while. And then some more people spot you. And then, like it's just that constant thing. But as long as you're not losing people, just keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, here's this Bauer as an inspiration for confidence with his admittance of having a micro-peen.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I watched that clip the other day. I think that was last week where him and Darth Jester were like talking about how evil Melton was, or Bauer was, but I fucked up his name. I kept calling him Microwave Bauer, and I'm just like, it's going to stick now for me because I just couldn't fucking say it. So that's it.
Micro-peen Bauer is what it should have been.
Yeah.
Bauer's fascinating. Like, I can't listen to him too much. Like, Melton does the coverage and all that. And he's one of the ones I get most frustrated with because I think out of everyone, he most feels like he's owed something.
Yeah,
like
that entitlement. Yeah,
where he's like because he had the Nickelodeon thing and he's had a couple of minor roles in movies. He feels like he's above it all, and like he should be bigger than he should be bigger than Melton or all these people. And it's like, what are you bringing to the table? Like nobody cares that you've got anxiety, Michael. Like unless you're gonna present something that's really profound about anxiety, it's not. Yeah, great. A lot of people have anxiety. They smoke weed or something. They deal with it. Like it's not. People aren't tuning in to your studio apartment while you whinge and complain about how nothing's working out for you. Like you're lazy. You don't want to get off your ass. Like I think that's most frustrating. And yeah, Karmic's a little bit like that as well. Like I don't think Karmic wants to do anything, and I think there is creativity there. Like sometimes when Karmic goes on a rant, like, you can hear that he's a writer, and it's like, well, focus in on that a bit more, Karmic. Like, don't just yell at people. Like, it's entertaining when he comes up with shit porn ideas for fucking Schmiel and Quadfather and all that, but you can only go to that well so many times,
It's dry now. It's just oh, here's Kaylee. This is true too. No one wants to watch someone be sad unless it's an utter train wreck. Medium sad is just depressing. Yeah, that's
exactly.
I mean, I've got anxiety, but like I've tried to use it to my advantage as well with things. I definitely feel a lot more. There's like more of a sense of urgency with stuff when it comes to that for me. Like I'm like I've got to do it. Get this stuff done. No. Like it's no, unless I'm kind of like already in that mood of like not wanting to, but I have to like right. We're going to push ahead. We're just going to keep going. doesn't matter if anything fucks up, we're just going to do it no matter what. And doing this has actually helped as well. Like, who I am here talking to you is pretty much how I talk with everybody, which makes it even better because I could just be authentic with doing this, and not feel like self-conscious about it like I would have done in the past. I would have been like, oh man, these people are going to think I suck. But now I'm like, who cares if they think I suck? Gives a fuck. Like,
Everyone sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Joe Rogan, I think Joe Rogan sucks. Right? He's the biggest podcast in the world. I don't listen. He's boring to me. He's a know-it-all douche, in my opinion. Like, I don't I remember listening to Joe Rogan. He had James Hetfield on, and like I'm a huge Metallica fan. You know, I love James Hetfield, and James Hetfield got into beekeeping, and Joe Rogan has to tell us all about how much he knows about bees. It's like, fuck off. I don't care. This is not interesting. You know, like, but people love it. People love Joe Rogan. But at the end of the day, there's always going to be someone who hates the most popular show. Like, it just, you cannot impress everyone. You never ever will. The important thing. Sorry, I just saw Kaylee. The bees. Do what you want to talk about. Passion comes through, you know, and like we were just talking about wrestling because I was doing that Johnny podcasting segment. Like, Stone Cold and The Rock and all that. They always say your wrestling character is you with the volume turned up to 11, right? And I think it's the same with podcasting. Like, as you just said, me here on this microphone right now is who I am, right? But some of the shit I say on a podcast, would I say that in real life in conversation? Absolutely fucking not. You know, like, it's not, it would be insanity. You would be insane. So you need to be able to detach from reality and just be like, no, this is a show, but it's still you. It's just less inhibitions, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, you're willing to, you're looking for what's funny or what's entertaining, as opposed to when you're in real life talking to someone, it's just, let's just get through this 10 minutes with this person or whatever, you know, like, so yeah, I think it's important to present who you are while still having that flair for entertainment and comedy and shit.
There's a good piece of advice. The key to existing in the Dabbleverse, realize you're nobody. Just listen to Karmic's show. He's going to tell you how much of a nobody and a loser you are. So it's good life advice from Karmic if we're using him as a source of inspiration.
Yeah, when Gino was screaming at me, going, "What do you do all day? What do you do all day?"
Oh,
like,
yes.
I don't know, Gino. What do you want me to tell you? Like, I don't know. I wake up, I make the kids breakfast, I make their lunch, I take them to school, I go to work. Like, what do you want to know? Like, on every Sunday night for 2 or 3 hours, I make fun of people I think are dummies on the internet. Like, get over it, dude. You're nobody as well. Nobody knows who Gino Bisconti is just as much as they don't know who I am. So Bacon Biz is 100% correct.
I haven't watched that yet because I've been meaning to. I've been kind of putting it on like the back burner a bit because I was going to watch it on here and just sort of stop and go, oh, like, mate, just do some commentary on it as well because I haven't watched it. I've seen bits and pieces that people have clipped. And I think you got your flowers from Melton about it too, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was great.
Do that.
Was really cool.
I think even Carl did too. He said that he gave you like some positive feedback about it, which I'm like, holy shit, the kings have spoken.
It's nice when you get that, from the bigger shows, and I think that's part of when they decided to do Dabbleverse Live, and I appreciated them. Mike asked me to be the second guest. I think a lot of people, when they decided to do Dabbleverse Live, were like, "Oh, fuck, you guys are just trying to take more away from all of us that are chipping away." And I think it's important, like, for when people are trying to make their way up, that the bigger shows acknowledge when they see something good. And it was really cool to tune into Melton one morning and suddenly he's talking about me and Kiki, and I was like, oh wow. And his praise was incredible. Like, I really appreciated it. And that's kind of, as much as you do it for your own enjoyment, it's great when people express to you, you've done a great job. It builds your confidence and makes you want to, try new things and keep trying. Because honestly, until So Thorough Joe Burrow clipped it, like I thought it was a fart in the wind that that thing with Kiki. Like I put a bit of work into prepping that and all that, and it kind of just drifted away. And then So Thorough Joe Burrow was nice enough to clip it, and then it grabbed Milton's attention, and it got a bit more attention, and that's fucking cool, and that's nice when those guys do that.
And was she a good sport about it? Because she didn't seem like at the end she seemed like she was all good about it. But like, what was the vibe that you think you got?
Look, Kiki's a bit up and down. Kiki was in the chat earlier. On United States of Australia. She's fine. Like I think she gets it with us. Like I think she knows that there's nothing really sinister there. And again, different shows have their different tone, I guess. And I like to keep our tone really light. Like it's a goof, man. Like we're just goofing. There's nothing personal. We're not trying to hurt anybody. And there's some shows they are trying to hurt you. They want to hurt your feelings. They want to really get a reaction out of you. Whereas I'm not so much about getting a reaction out of the subject as much as I'm getting a reaction out of the audience. Like I want to see laughing emojis in the chat. Like I want them to be enjoying what we're doing. I don't need to tune into Kiki's stream and see her flipping out about me and how she's so upset about what I said. That's not what we're doing. But when Gino starts ranting at me and screaming at me like a lunatic, it's like, all right, well, that's kind of fun that happened. You know what I mean? Like, I did bait him and he fucking took the bait. Like, that's pretty cool, But it depends. I guess it depends on each person. But yeah, I'm in it for comedy. I want people to laugh, and I'm probably not making people laugh right now, but it's not my show, so I don't care.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. You're only doing it to 13 people. It's all good. It's all good. The Gino thing, like he did that with Shmuel too, didn't he? With on Hughesy's show a while ago. It's the same thing. Like he'll be in the background yelling. And every time I hear that, I'm like, dude, just fucking let Keanu do her thing. Just fuck off. Just go in the corner. Go find something to do. Let her do her thing, because I think she gets a bit uncomfortable. She just wants to be part of it, and he's just like, no. Let me yell and get angry and start asking this like real just quick fire of questions, and then you kind of leaves you a bit like, what? Like, do you actually really want to know this, or do you just want to be annoying? Like, is that what's the go here?
He's very there's a massive ego there and unwarranted ego from Gino. Like, we all know it's Anthony Cumia is to blame. Artie Lang takes a little bit of the blame too. But he got propped up for a long time, and now he thinks all these people that make fun of him, like, they don't deserve to because they haven't mingled with the comedians that he's mingled with, and they don't do an hour on the stage like Gino does an hour on stage. It's like, I could go do stand-up comedy. I could do comedy to the level that Gino does it. What's that going to do for me? You know what I mean? Like, I don't have time to be going to comedy clubs, and especially Perth, Western Australia. There's not a lot of fucking comedy clubs in Perth. I could do that on a Wednesday night. You know what I mean? But yes, Spurks Naked is. I see you've played Knifey Spoony before. Yeah.
Sure is.
But like, people don't want to drive to Sheboygan to make $125, Gino. It's not like when you can fire up a live stream and make people laugh. You're still doing comedy. You don't have to be on a stage to do comedy. You know what I mean? You can do comedy wherever you like. It's fine. I've done comedy, quote unquote, on stage. You got to, like, we're not all going to be Louis C.K. We're not all going to be Dave Chappelle. Especially because I don't like to jerk off in front of people, so I could never be Louis C.K. But like, it takes a lot to get to that level. You got to be supremely talented and put in so many hours and so much work. It just being a comedian doesn't make you special. Doesn't make you funnier than anyone. Doesn't make you more special. It's just you're just another dude with a job.
I've done. I did a little bit of comedy. I think it was three-ish years ago. I did one workshop thing. It was at near where I live, and we kind of like workshop stuff all day, and then that night we do a performance. But I'm not really good with remembering stuff like that, so I kind of had to read a little bit off my phone and kind of just sort of make it up as I went. I thought I did okay, but it wasn't great. The next time I did it was through the same people, but it was in like a civic center near my place, and it was in front of a bigger audience, and I think I was in the middle, and I forget who the two acts were, but they've toured around the place as well. They're fucking funny. I don't know why I got lumped into this shit, but I was in the middle, and I think I fucked it. It was not that great. I think I bombed pretty hard, but I think people kind of liked it. But I was like, you're just being nice. And then I did another one. I think it was towards the end of 2023 as part of some course thing I did through someone who I don't necessarily like at them anymore because they were such a bullshit scenario. But like we did that at a smaller venue, and I feel like I fucked that one up too. And there is video footage, but I don't know if I've downloaded or kept it anywhere. But it was terrible. No, never again.
Right there, that right there is an important thing. That it's a difference between a real comic and a fake comic. As Stash points out, real comedians despise their trade.
Yeah,
fake comedians act like they're Iraqi veterans. Like, I agree with you, Stash. Like, when have you heard? Let's go through the comedians in the Dabbleverse, right? And I'm going to exclude KB and Milton because they don't really talk about their comedy that much, really. That but like, so you got Gino, Chad, Ray DeVito, Keanu. Am I missing any? I think they're the main ones.
Stuttering John.
Oh, Stuttering John, of course.
Yeah.
When have you ever heard about them talk about bombing? They never talk about bombing.
That's a good question. Yeah.
They always killed it. I killed it. But I can, thanks, Kaylee. Yeah, the devil himself. Yeah. They never talk about bombing. They always killed. But I've heard Louis C.K., Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, the great, like the comedians of our generation have stories about bombing, eating their fucking ass on stage where it just didn't work. That happens to everybody. It happens to the best. But these comedians that do one show a month and never bomb, are you kidding? Like, we heard Gino bombing on New Year's when Keanu was on fucking whatever stream she was on. Like,
and he did that with that Stuttering John one too, where he did all that the COVID stuff and then just his normal thing, and then Keanu did her set, which was pretty much the same as what she's done before. They've all done the same shit. Like they've never done anything different. They've sort of just gone with something that they know rather than add stuff that they think, oh, this might actually this might work. We'll try this. I mean, I think Ray kind of does that, but I've never seen any evidence of it. Chad, I think I can't really speak to that because I haven't heard much of his comedy either. But yeah, like you say, they don't ever say they bomb. I wish they did. That at least you would be like, oh, maybe they are being genuine with that.
Like, people would tune in. Like, if Chad Zumog did a live stream after one of his gigs, if he did a live stream and talked about how badly he bombed, people would fucking get into that, and there would be a respect there. But there's this ego. These guys, their ego gets in the way, and with Ray, it's something completely else. Like, Ray wants to be respected. He doesn't really know how, but he knows the Dabbleverse won't get him respect. So he's just afraid of the Dabbleverse. And that made him bomb in Atlantic City because he's just so afraid of the Dabbleverse. Whereas there were fans there to see him. NJ Ranger's a fan. Flimsy Greenberg's a fan. Tio Hank's a fan. You know what I mean? Those guys were there. They wanted him to do well, but he doesn't want the Dabbleverse stink on him. It's like, the Dabbleverse is the only thing propping you up, dude. Embrace it.
Yeah,
but they can't get out of their own way. There's this this weird ego. And I think it's because people like Louis J. Gomez are like, oh, the Dabbleverse is retarded. There's a low ceiling to it. Yeah, of course there is. Doesn't mean there can't be gold or magic in it as well.
Yeah, Ray's just like, oh, I can't do it because like, oh, I won't be able to get a radio gig. It's like, dude, if you were gonna get one, you would have been
50,
called already.
dude.
Like, yeah, you would have had a radio gig already. But
Yeah.
30, 20, however long he's been doing it for, open micer for all that time. Still, like the headlining isn't coming.
I dabbled in radio. Like I've always wanted to be a broadcaster, right? But I didn't necessarily commit to it. When you're young and you're deciding what you want your career to be, you don't know. You're young and you're an idiot. Like you do need to grow and evolve and understand who you truly are. But I reached a point in my life, it's like, no, like you got to chase it. And I dabbled in radio. I got an opportunity and I was doing Monday Drive on a sports talk radio show. And, I did that for about a year and a half and I enjoyed it and I was trying my best and all that. But at the end of the day, it was like I got let go because what I wanted to do was not what the station wanted. Right. And
Yep.
it was disappointing to be let go. But at the same time, I was like, well, if they don't want me to do what I want to do, then that's not what I want to do, And I think that the growth of streaming gives everyone an opportunity you wanted to be a broadcaster, give it a go, and yeah, things are slowly progressing for me now, and I'm really excited about it, but it's still, still so far from being anything special, but it's nice to have an audience. It's nice to be able to talk to people and look over in the chat and see a beautiful woman like Kaylee say, you can't placate to the haters. As soon as you do, you fail at making the people who appreciate you continue to have respect for you. Exactly, Kaylee. It's fucking spot on. Like, find an audience, find people that like you, and fuck the people that don't like you, And if you can't find people that like you, then it's not going to work, But hey, you got to chip away. You can't expect it to happen overnight. I've been podcasting. Well, in terms of Malatown was the first one, and then that evolved into United States of Australia. We started Malatown in 2021, and then United States of Australia we started in what are we, about 2.5? We're coming up on 3 years for United States of Australia. It took 2 years, I think. Nearly 2 years to even start developing an audience. Like you have to commit and you have to find something. You can't let it get you down if people aren't watching, because who's going to watch a nobody out of Perth? It takes time. You got to put in the work.
I kind of feel like we're the odd ones because are we like the only two that do this from Australia that in this universe?
Yeah, there was a guy, Cranberry Electric, I think from memory, was an Australian guy that was.
Was he?
Yeah,
Oh,
I believe
I didn't know
so.
that.
I believe. But no, I haven't. Like, there's definitely a lot of Australians around in the chat for sure.
Yeah. I
I've
see
seen-
a lot of them. Yeah.
There's been tons of them, but in terms of streaming, no, like that's the only name I can think of from memory. Cranberry Electric was Australian. Yeah,
I haven't seen that name around for a while.
no, it's been a long time. Yeah. So yeah, it is. And look, you told me 10 years ago, 15 years ago that like I would have a show that's like 70-80% American audience. I'd be like, that's fucking wild. How did that happen?
Kind of weird.
But you find a place like the Dabbleverse where, and that's what makes me laugh. Like people talk about Dabbleverse being toxic. It's toxic to the people that are toxic, right? Like the people that say it's toxic are Stuttering John, Steel Toe, Geeky, Gino. These kind of people say it's toxic. I've felt nothing but support from the Dabbleverse, other than, sure, there's always going to be people that shit on you, but the majority of people are really supportive and give you an opportunity, give you a chance. And I think if you're just going to be negative, you're going to get negativity thrown your way,
Oh yeah. you only what's the word? There's a phrase for it, isn't there? You only get what you put out there. Is that right? Something like that.
Yep. No, exactly. You yeah. Look, again, I think I've watched the rise of Rocco. Like
Frozen again. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, sorry, I thought you'd fucking just left me hanging there. But no, like I loved watching the rise of Rocco. Like Rocco and I was yeah, a lot of people don't remember the worst Christmas ever, which was Rocco, Kevin Dumbfuck, and OJ. They were all working together at a time, and Rocco had a falling out with Kevin Dumbfuck. This was like Christmas 2022, 2023. And I remember listening to that, and there was like fucking 12 people listening to that shit, you know. And I reached out to Rocco then, and then like he and I have sort of, you know, been sort of buddies since way back then. And like he and I were on the same level at that time. And then, you know, like it's like a fucking motorbike overtaking you, where it's like, vroom, and then seconds later they're in the distance. You're like, fucking hell, like he just took off like a rocket, you know. So yeah, it's like people were so supportive when Rocco showed his talent. He showed, you know, he's got different characters. He's a funny guy, all that different stuff. People embraced it and they gave him an opportunity. Whereas you look at Karmic was embraced. People were supportive of Karmic and they were loving what he's doing, and he's just burning it down. I was like, what are you doing? Well, what are you trying to achieve? Do you want an audience, or do you want a fucking girlfriend that's still hung up on her ex? Like, it's wild.
Yeah, that's
Really
weird.
wild.
That's so fucking weird. And trying to hide it and lie about it to everybody on stream. And did you see that clip where he was in that hotel? It was not the one that just recently, but I think it was a couple of weeks ago, where he was there and like the laptop turned and then he turned it back.
Yeah. We did.
He was completely fucking rattled. He could not get back on task again. He was just like, hold on a minute. He was panicking. I'm just like, oh shit! Like you can see it in real time. I was like, dude, just come out with it. Just tell us you're back with her again. You know, what's with all this deception? Like who are you trying to fool? Like, what the fuck? Be more honest with your audience.
But imagine putting yourself in that position. You know, like I don't ever want to be fake on a show. Like, you know, we were talking about merch before. You're like, I don't do beefs. You know, like we make fun of people, all right? And Kiki discovered us and started responding, and we
this is true.
Faces someone
so good.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, like Kiki discovered us, and her and Michaeline started watching us and responding, and we'd respond back. And like it got to a point where I literally said, no more. I'm not going to be that show. Like we were about to be, if I covered the last time Kiki covered us, it was going to be us watching Kiki, watching us, watching Kiki, watching Kiki and I don't want to be that. That's not, no, we're not doing that. That's insanity. Like
turn into like TSN.
Yeah, you're 5 screens deep or whatever. That's ridiculous. We're not in a beef here. Like the audience enjoys the jokes we make at your expense. I don't need to respond to you, you know. And like I don't want to be in that position where I've got to maintain some sort of storyline. Like what? No, like if you're actually into this woman and she's into you, live your life.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck what anyone else thinks? But no, we got to hide it. We got to fucking play these games. We got to play silly buggers. It's ridiculous.
Like to what end? Like what advantage do they get from this? Like what are they waiting for another Kevin spot or what? It just doesn't seem like there's any kind of thought to it.
To me, I think it's they assume people will super tip, super chat, like, you know, reveal the truth, or, you know, like, you know, how they do with Chad, like, oh, your girlfriend's fake, show a brush. Like, I think they assume something along those lines, but I think fucking the audience has called their bluff and been like, no, we know the truth. We're not playing this game with you, you know? And maybe Chad's better at playing the game. I don't know.
Maybe. But it's because like Felicia's so unlikable too. Like she's the, you hear her talking and stuff, and she definitely reveals who she is by when she's so backhanded with stuff too, and like when she's tried to threaten Dirty Jersey Rat with clipping her. It's just like
that's stupidity, by the way. That's such stupidity.
Fucking dumb. Like
I literally just said earlier, the one-on-one with the Aussie Guy with Kiki, like it was a fart in the wind until the so thorough Joe Burrow took the time to clip a highlight package out of it, and it caught Melton's attention, it caught Carl's attention, all that. Like it still was kind of a fart in the wind, but like it got more attention thanks to so thorough Joe Burrow than it would ever have got. Like it would have just sat there with 1K views forever. No one would have given a shit about it. It still doesn't have views. It still hasn't like got great views, but more people are aware of it. And so thorough Joe Burrow's probably got more views than I did over it, but that's irrelevant. Like it's, you know, same thing with the Hughesy thing. It was on Hughesy's show with Stilto. It was on Hughesy's show. It got clipped by Doom and everything, but they remembered me out of it. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. They remembered me, and that got people going, oh, I'll go check him out. Like Felicia goes live expecting super chats. For what? What are you bringing to the table? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You're just Karmic's girlfriend. Well, Karmic's secret girlfriend.
Esteban.
Nobody gives a shit.
I think it's Esteban, isn't it?
Your friend
Esteban.
Paul Esteban. Yeah, that was the Uber driver, was it?
I think
I
so.
believe. Yeah, that he was talking to. Yeah. It's just
so it's so
not
dumb.
Like Stuttering John there's something there with Stuttering John where people will always shit on him. They'll pay $2, $5, whatever, to shit on him. Karmic doesn't have that. He doesn't have that longevity, you know, like, and even Stuttering John is throwing out. Like I was huge into Stuttering John. Like the reason I know who Kevin Dumbfuck is, and the reason I got to see the birth of El Horrible and all that is because I was searching for any Stuttering John content I could find because I was so obsessed with it. Like it's so much fun. And when he left at the end of last year, I barely noticed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or sorry, end of the year before, to be fair. I barely noticed that 8 months that Studjo was gone because I just didn't care anymore. And then he came back and it's like, all right, I'm still going to watch like WATP do a Studjo segment or whatever, or Blind Mike or whoever it may be, the shows I enjoy watching. I'm still going to watch those segments, but I'm not hanging out for those segments anymore. And it's actually nice now to see a segment where it's, this is old school Stuttering John. You know, like when Stuttering John denied being gay, fucking hilarious. Hilarious.
I love seeing when he denies the things he's been accused of, like how he tries to like backpedal on stuff and try and work his way out of it. It's so good. Like it's just especially this Tabba Benedict thing as well.
Yeah.
Like from BYB the other day, that was pretty funny too when Tukey jumped in there.
Well, that's an interesting one. Actually, I never discussed that on the show, and I'll have to close on this because I will have to get going. But I'm torn on that, the Tukey John thing, right? Because when that finished, like, because Blind Mike, El Horrible, and or Tukey and Cardiff were doing their first show together. And so that's how I knew what was going on. That live, Tukey went over to BYB. And so I was listening to Blind Mike and Cardiff while Tukey went over there, and then they sniped it, blah, blah, blah. And then they finished their show and Stuttering John was live. And so I went over to Stuttering John and he brought Ava and Kiki on. And Kiki is sitting there like, John, you were like a boss. You were just sitting there like, you know, you were just ignoring his shit. Blah, blah. And I'm standing there going, well, isn't that what I did with Gino, Keanu? But apparently Gino hurt my feelings, but now Stuttering John's a boss. You know, like it was weird. So I'm kind of torn. Like I think Stuttering John played it correctly, but Tukey is funnier than Gino. So I'm torn as to how to rate that exchange, because I think Stuttering John played it correctly, but also Tukey, again, he had some good lines, but none of it really fully landed because he didn't get the reaction he wanted out of John, So yeah, I'm torn as to how to rate that exchange. I don't believe in wins and losses. That doesn't exist. But yeah, a lot of people are saying Tukey crushed him and John didn't have anything to say back. I'm like, well, I think he deliberately didn't say anything back, but also he didn't want to. It's so hard for me to judge. I don't know. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I think because when I watched the clip, because I was listening to it on the way home from work yesterday, and then I actually watched it on my stream yesterday when I went on, and I think that John kind of played it just because I think he said like what do you say? He was just like lies, like a ha ha ha, like he was just trying to react like that, not really doing much in the way of responding. But I think Tukey thought that he was gonna run John off that stream because I found quick he was like just like bang 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 bang. He's thinking I better get all this out now before John goes, no, I'm leaving, which is why he gassed out so quick. I think that's why he did that, and I don't blame him because I think I was kind of thinking that John was going to be like, nah, all right, I'm going. See you later, because he's done that before, and I thought he would do it again, but he didn't. So I was just, I guess I give John a little bit of like, give him his flowers for that, because I was very surprised that he took that action, and
I respect that he was. At the end of the day, I think deep down, there's somewhere in John that knows he's not on the same level as some people comedically.
He has to.
Yeah, and in that moment, I feel like he understood. And this is how I differentiate. Again, like I've brought myself into this, but how I differentiate between my reaction to Gino and John's reaction to Tukey is Gino sounded like a rambling lunatic. And there's nothing I could do to make him sound more like a rambling lunatic than just let him be a rambling lunatic, whereas Tukey didn't come across as a ranting lunatic. It was a dude trying to get a reaction, a dude, funny lines, just hoping to get something out of the dude. You know what I mean? Like it was, I guess, Gino was a reaction, whereas Tukey was an action, I guess. I guess that's the opposite of a reaction, But yeah, and Tukey actually had funny lines. His Spurgsteak here said, "What did your daughter get off her chest?" Look, it's a funny line, But I think it is the smartest John has handled a situation like that. Normally, it is just yelling, two people yelling, and it's just noise, and I despise that. I don't know about you. I feel like it's a little bit more American, where they feel like they just have to shout over each other rather than actually have a debate about something.
Like it's very like Jerry Springer.
Yeah, where it has to be whoever shouts the loudest is the winner kind of thing. Whereas I'm like, let's let everyone get their points out. That's how I feel, because otherwise it is just noise. And I'm glad that Stuttering John didn't make it just noise and let Tukey get his lines out there. I
mean, you can still like think he's an idiot, a buffoon, the way he is. But then you can also, with these people, you can also be like, well, there's that one thing they did I thought was all right. Like I was watching that. I think Chad shared it. Like I'm blocked on his thing, but he did share it the other. It was a few days ago or something. That was the fake Aldi commercial thing he did like 10, 15 years ago. I watched it on the stream before I started, and I thought it was actually pretty funny. I always thought this is the funniest thing Chad's done like ever. And I was like, he can be funny, but I think he's just, guys like him just play the bad guy, I think, and I think he thinks it's going to get him some notoriety. But I think if he was a little bit more more chill and more genuine, like he sounds when he's talking to Rocco behind the scenes with just the random stuff. I think that's more him than he is on camera.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah, I think he does the mud shark thing a bit over the top. And yeah, I agree with you. When he calls into Rocco, he's a much more chilled kind of dude, like that. And look, I've given Stuttering John props a couple of times recently. Like, remember when Quad called 911 on Chad when he was at Mercer's house?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody that week was telling Quad, enjoy your life in a wheelchair prison. All right, like that's a John thing, you know, like John fucking hit that into people's heads. And the other thing this week, I was like, the just do it, like it's ingrained in us now. Like I hear those three words, I have to say, just do it. Like he has that ability. He creates, you know, those little things. You got to give him credit for that. Like the Duke is a character, and you know, as easy it is to dislike him, the shitty things he does to people, there is somewhat of charm, some level of charm there with the Duke. You know, it's under layers and layers and layers of shit, but every now and then there's some fucking charm. Yeah. Yeah, where some of these other characters, you just never see the charm. It's just filth. But I got to bounce, dude. It's been great chatting to you.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on.
No, happy to do it. And
better internet connection next time for me.
For sure, man. Obviously, you're one of the few guys where it is easier for me to organize because we're reasonably similar time zones. So yeah, we'll link up again soon. I'll get you on the United States of Australia again soon as well. But yeah, good to chat to you, dude.
For it.
Shout out to everyone in the chat. Love you, Kaylee. Bye.
See ya. Thank you, man. Yay! Oh, I'll get rid of that too. Oh, he's got rid of it. Yay! That was neat. 2 hours. A lot of technical difficulties there. But I think it was just the I think it was the connection, I think. That's cool. I am loving the fact that we have people in here now. Whereas, you know, from back before I went on my little 6-week or 8-week sabbatical from this, I was like, do I want to come back to it? And then I was like, no, I want to, because there's a lot I have to say and a lot I want to do say. I just love it too much. I did. If I go back through the chat, no, I don't want to go through the chat. No, it's cool. Just feel like the beauty of John has been clearly. Yeah, like he definitely rubs off onto people in different ways of like how it brings out something in them. Sort of like an unsung hero, I guess, if you think about it. Like he has definitely provided a lot of content for people to make, but I just don't like this idea of striking people for no reason. It's a shitty thing to do, I think. I think everyone, I like the concept of like helping each other with stuff, getting over the line, you know, doing stuff like this, like having Aussie Guy jump on, because we are pretty much we're relatively like closer in kind of time zones. Like he's a couple of hours behind. And there's a lot of night owls in here from America, which is crazy to me. But super grateful for it though. You know, I'd much rather stream to 10 to 15 people at a time. Whether you come or go, you stay the whole time. I do apologize for the technical difficulties though. I think it's probably on both their ends, or maybe it's mine or something. I don't know. I'll try and fix that so it's more streamlined next time. But that was fun. That was a fun conversation. Yeah, that's cool. I've been digging it the past couple of weeks doing this, just setting a little schedule for it. Sorry I didn't play any clips. like any extra clips. I just think they wasn't going to work today. I guess next time I do it will probably be. I think I've got like different ones scheduled for the next couple of weeks. I'll add the next lot. Keep Wi-Fi box things. Yeah, I could do that too. There are some moving parts happening on my end of things, but that'll work itself out in time. We'll find a new spot here at some point. Yeah, definitely Ethernet will probably work better for direct line from there to the internet, but at this point, Wi-Fi is for now. But yeah, it's been a nice couple of hours. Been good. They kind of just flew by so quick though. It's like, oh shit. Well, if you guys don't mind, I might say my goodbyes, and I will jump back on Sunday. If you just want to check when that is on your end, just go to my channel and have a look. The next slot will be there, ready to have a gander at. Because I don't know where you are, but I know where I am, so make it so it's a bit easier for me. Sunday night's good, just for a couple of hours again, maybe an hour, 2 hours, depending on what it is. But yeah, thanks for everyone to jumping in, and Bacon Bits for super tipping me. I'll get that thing working properly so you can actually see it on the screen. I had it like on the screen here when I was fucking around with it last week. I'll work it out. I didn't want to try and look it up while I was on here. Such a pro show, guys. So pro. That's early. Well, I guess I used to stay up that late when I was younger too. But now I go to sleep at like 10, so I can get up at 4 in the morning for my job. So well, thank you for dropping in again. That's cool. It's cool. I love seeing like the Dabbleverse people jump in. It's just, for me, just doing like small time, it's cool. I really sorry for no, it's okay. It's all good. Like, that's what I like about this. Like, I don't mind if the chat helps me, like, pitches in a little bit. It helps me chat better too. Thank you. I mean, if it wasn't a good show, you can tell me that too. Like, if it ever happens to be that way, I don't mind either, because you know that happens as well. But you'll be able to see it. I don't ever want to come on here and not be inspired. If not, I just won't come on at all. I'll just leave it and then try another day when I'm feeling all right. But no, I appreciate everyone, and that's it for a Australian Wednesday. Have a good one, guys. Thank you.